What up, Megaman?
What's up, man?
How are you?
Chilling, man. I was gonna let you know I'm gonna schedule a day. I'm gonna be heading to San Diego.
All right, sounds good, man.
I don't know what part you at because I'm going to Chula Vista.
Okay, we're right. You're on the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pick up some beers and stuff, and we gotta set something up, man.
Yeah, sounds good, man. We just haven't been recording, man. We just, life. You know what I'm saying? People been wondering. People been asking, where you guys at? Where you guys at? Where you guys dropping the show?
Yeah,
Man, we just been super busy, man, with life in general, bro.
yeah. On your podcast, I was gonna ask you, are you guys only doing Zoom, or are you guys doing face to face?
We're doing Zoom right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just because we're so we don't live close to each other, so the only thing we could do is Zoom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Because
Yeah.
I
What's
wanna,
up, Houston Smooth?
I want to head out over there to San Diego, get some. You got some good man. There's some podcasters reaching me out. You know.
Yeah, man. There's a lot of dude out here in San Diego County, man. There's tons of podcasters out here, man.
I know.
Tons, bro.
Everyone's all telling me, Megaman. So we're gonna have a little mystery on from Food's Gone Wild on your podcast.
Uh, man, when are you?
I don't even know. I know I'm having commitment soldier on.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
lot of people ask us too. But hey, when you gonna get him on the show? But you know what, bro? It's like not even getting people on. Is like getting a hold of them. That's the hard part, you know?
yeah. Well, I mean, pretty much. Yeah, everyone's all saying, you know who Little Mystery? Of course I do. Wink,
Yeah, who
wink.
doesn't know? Yeah, who don't know who Fools Gone Wild is, man? Like that has become such a big platform. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, because
and
I want to do an episode about Food's Gone Wild because when you get into these rabbit holes with Food's Gone Wild, and you know in the history of how it started and started all the way from National City, we're looking where it's at now. It's something.
you talking over millions of followers,
Yeah, then
and
there is an episode West Coast Graffiti. I guess in a way how Food's Gone Wild started. Some UK company told Little Mr. E, "Hey, you want to do this full time? Yeah, we'll freaking pay you. We want to know who is that person from that UK who told him that."
yeah, yeah, man. Who knows, man? But all I know is, man, that shit has gone viral, and a lot of people have different options about that. But hey, man, I'm with it, man. I support whatever it is, man. You know what I'm saying? There's worse stuff going on in the world right now, and just podcasting and any social media platform is like, and it's a way out. As long as it's good comedy, makes us laugh, makes us forget about all this stuff going on right now. It is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? It's never gonna end.
Yeah, with your podcast, I'm about maybe I'm gonna try to finish it up by Friday. I'm like 8 episodes behind, so I have to catch up and everything. I'm trying to, but I give you guys an honorable mention on that video.
Yeah, yeah, man. A lot of people been hitting me up. A lot of we have a lot of our listeners, and they've been questioning us like, oh, where you guys been? Is those chunkies split up? Hey, my son Joseph just joined in.
What's up,
uh, yeah, man. And they've been like, oh, you guys are not doing this no more. I'm like, yeah, but we just, we're just busy, and we both got hectic schedules. So, and we got families too, man. So, give us some time. We'll drop another show. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna go live to talk to the fans and shit, because they've been wondering where we've been
Yeah,
at.
if you
And
want to.
a lot of stuff has been going on. Like when the Will Smith, Chris Rock happened, they were asking, hey, what did those chunkies got to say about that? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm gonna talk about what happened with Dave Chappelle when that guy he tackled Dave Chappelle. The entourage beat the shit out of him when he came walking out. The guy who charged him, he had his arm was fucked up.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's crazy, man. Hey, I want to say what up to my boy, I am underscore RMG. Yeah, that's my boy Night Owl's cousin right there, man. Shout out to Night Owl, man. Rest in peace to him, man. It's crazy. I can't believe that he's gone, bro. And that was a good friend of mine, bro.
I
And
was a while. Well, I don't want to bring up any bad things, but I wanted to bring Night Out on a long time ago. But when that stuff happened, I was like, leave me out. I don't. It just yeah. Then when I found out, word got around that they amputated one of his legs. That was pretty hard.
yeah, bro. Yeah, my boy out there was going through it, but he still was holding his down, and whatever issues he had or whether they liked him or not, that was my friend at the end of the day, and that's all I got to say about that. But he
Yeah.
was one of the most talented, smartest motherfuckers ever out of here in San Diego, bro. And his music will never be forgotten, and his legacy will definitely keep going, bro. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and just remember the good times, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Rest in peace and Night Owl. I know one of your listeners, she follows me. She's from San Diego and she has a very good story. She was on Rhodium Radio. I think she was paralyzed from the
Oh
waist.
yeah, Chicana con Safos.
She has a good story. And when I found out for who she was on Rhodium, she told the story. It really, I started, I got to tears because it's a good story, but at the same time, it's very sad what happened to her, you know?
Hey man, my boy RJV Arts, man, that's the guy behind all the Dos Chunkies pictures, man. That's the guy right there who designs all the Dos Chunkies, the pictures, the two little figures. That's that's him right there, man. Shout out to my boy Ricardo, man.
Yeah,
Shout
I
out to
think.
all the listeners.
Yeah, I think one. I think your co-host. I think was he on Rhodium Radio?
Who GPA? Yeah, man, he was on Road and Radio, man.
I
Yo,
have.
that was like one of the most anticipated interviews for the longest, man. And on the show, on my when I first started the podcast, I had him on the show. That's how he got on the show. But dude, till this day, that is the most streamed interview on the podcast here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, man, that dude, he has a story, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah.
supposed. I remember we recorded, bro. It turned out to be like a 3.5 hour, 4 hour show, bro. And I had to split it up into two because people were just wondering, who's the man behind the microphone. You know what I'm saying? And him coming up with all these rappers that are now legends. He's a legend himself, but he don't like to admit it. But it's just it was huge, bro. And people were asking about him on the Tony A show, and he went in there, and it was just part one because it was just his story. The story is so much happening in that story that they couldn't fit it all into one episode.
Yeah. There's a. I'm trying to get into a lot of the music. You know, I always want to know the history of Chicano rap because I know San Diego has a big part of that.
San Diego, bro, is like it's huge, man. Out here in San Diego, bro, it is huge, and I feel like a lot of people don't give San Diego the props that it deserves. That personally, that's what I think.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of history when you wonder to try to understand because I know there was so much history, but with the whole crabs in a bucket mentality and things fell off in certain ways, people started doing their own thing. And yeah, I just always want to know the history into that because I mean, San Diego, not only in the Chicano rap, but also when you go to Chicano Park and there's a lot of history over there.
Yeah, and bro, it's a lot going on right now. Everybody's watching the Padres and the Dodgers go at it, and people waiting for football season to go back, and COVID disappeared all of a sudden, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
was
then
I wanted to post a video of those two Padres and those two Dodgers, but I don't want to get hated on in San Diego. Like, what the fuck?
oh yeah, big fights out there, man. It's like a Charger, it's like a Charger game and a Raider fight.
Yeah,
But it's not the same no more because the Raiders went to Vegas, the Chargers went to LA. So San Diego is like it's not the same no more. You know what I'm saying?
it's all good. I'm a Giants fan, so I'm kind of in my own world.
Yeah, I'm a Mariners fan, bro. I'm in my own world, bro. So it's like, yeah. But hey, man, it's both. Hey, man, both teams got some talented people, man, and they're making hundreds of millions of dollars, bro.
Yeah, the Padres have a lot of money, but is this something where they got to get over that hump to make to the playoffs to try to get that World Series?
Oh yeah, one day they will, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just never know with sports. Hey, man, who do you got this weekend on the Canelo fight versus the other cat?
I don't know. I mean, I'm hopefully Canelo, but I'm more focused for the UFC fight.
Oh yeah, you know what, man? I really don't follow UFC, so what's really going on there? Who's fighting?
Rose, she's fighting some wrestler. Then it's Oliveira versus Gaethje, and I think it's Cowboy Cerrone versus Tony Ferguson, I think, or I could be wrong, but it's a good card and stuff like that. But I want to see what's up because I have the weekend off, and I know there's a lot of stuff going on because I know tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh yeah, Cinco de Drinko, as they say.
So yeah, so I'm gonna more focus on the weekends because the real Cinco de Mayo is gonna be this Saturday.
Yeah, man, a lot of stuff going on this Saturday. The boxing match, UFC, and is the UFC fights on Saturday as well?
Yep.
That's kind of weird how they put the fights and boxing at the same time.
Yeah, because because it's right Cinco de Mayo weekend, and people want to stay home and drink and stuff like that. That's what I do. I mean, I bought a brand new TV, so I bought a whole bunch of. I mean, oh, I was gonna ask you when you guys ever we do the podcast, you, I'm gonna bring you guys some beers for you and your co-host.
Oh hell yeah, man, that sounds good, bro.
So I'm
Man,
gonna
you be having all the plugs with the beer, huh?
Well, yeah, because I've been getting sponsors. There was an episode I did called West Coast Graffiti, and the first time ever I got over 6 sponsors. My girl's on right now, Not Your Granny's Cookies. Not Your Granny's Cookies. She makes regular cookies, but also she makes medicated. That Not Your Granny's, that's my girl Sophia. Sophia's brother is Johnny D from Spanish Fly.
Oh shit, okay.
So yeah,
How do you how do you land uh sponsors? Do they reach out to you or you reach out to them, or is it just like a word of mouth?
Well, to be honest, it's the people who support you. If they know that you're doing big things and they show you love, as I show love to them. I reached out to them. Hey, I'm looking to get sponsors. Hey, they know that I bring a lot of good numbers in, whatever they can do, and I always give them plugs. Like, hey, if you're looking for this, come over here. So when I did the episode was it a week and a half ago? 6 sponsors: Not Your Granny's Cookies, Liberations Brewery, Hops and Vines, Left Turns Clothing Brand, Songlet, that Digle Micheladas, Las Beach Gummy. Like these are people who are coming up, and it's not that hard. It's you just gotta like see who supports your podcast, and if they say, hey, I like what you guys are doing. Hey, is there a way possible I can support you guys and sponsor it? You're you're showing love to them, but you're bringing more views, but you're helping out and bringing money to them.
Yeah, because supporting a business is not even buying from them. It like people think that in order to support a business you have to buy from. Nah, sharing it, word of mouth, that's supporting it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people get that mixed up.
Yeah, because a lot of sponsors, what I always do because there's always a catch, but to me, I always pay for them. Like, hey, how much is it? No, no. And they're like, no, Megaman's on the house. Like, no, no, no. It doesn't work like that because I don't want to take advantage of people. So to me, I want to pay whatever I can do. It's just, you got to do because you got to help them out for them to stay afloat. And because you love what they're doing and they're going to get out there and they're going to be people like, hey, I saw you were on the Megaman's podcast. You're one of his sponsors. I want to try your stuff. And a lot of people think like, oh, Megaman, you get sponsors, but you don't really support their brands and all that stuff. Well, I do. When I say it's the Megaman approval, that's to me, it's the proof. Like, hey, check them out. It's approved. And a lot of them, I had them as a guest on the podcast, or they're gonna come up down the road. But I have a lot of good people. I know that night I only had 6 sponsors, but actually in total, it was going to be another 25 or 28 more sponsors who wanted to help out the show, but that's just too much and everything. So that's where things are going to be changing, where next year I'm going to take my podcast to the next level, where I'm going to have my own network, my own studio at my house, sponsors and everything, and then Patreon and all that, because now I'm going to make my podcast to a business. So that's the thing. You're going to have a balance where when you take these podcasts to the next level from the ground up, you're gonna have some ups and downs. But when you get your name out there, they're gonna fuck with you. They're gonna support you, and that's what you got to do. You got to support each other, And
Trying to get
where we
trying to get that Joe Rogan, bro.
That's
that Joe Rogan.
And I always tell people like, hey, how do I get my numbers up? How do I do this? you got to get out there. You got to get out there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got a solid fan base also as well. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
out here, we always joke around. Me and GPA, we always joke around. Oh, we only got 5 listeners and stuff like that. But that's something that we joked around forever. But dude, it's surprisingly, bro. Like especially when I'm at work or somewhere, somebody will mention something that we said on the show, and like, oh shit, these people, they're listening, bro. So that's
Yeah.
pretty dope, man. And it's just we've been MIA for a minute, and sometimes like, damn, man, okay, I gotta every message I reply to. I reply to everybody that messages, and it's just hard to keep up sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, look at my boy Long Beach Carlos is on. Boo Boo, the co-host from American Cholo's on.
Yeah. Shout out to American Cholo, man. That dude dropped some knowledge, bro.
Hey, are you guys gonna go to the meeting on May 21st?
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, what is it?
May 21st, he's trying to bring a lot of people from influencers, podcasters, and everything. What we can do to form this unity, because a lot of their people so divided and they have cliques, and we got to just come together and see what we can do to bring unity so we can help each other out instead of holding each other down and stuff like that.
Man, sorry to interrupt. You know what I realized, man? There's a lot of drama in podcasting, bro.
A lot of podcast. Well, firsthand what happened with me and Pura Cultura.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever happened with that? Do you guys ever squash it out, talk it out, or?
I'm over with them. It's that to me, I'm in another generation. Those are youngsters and stuff, and I'm 41, so I don't have time for that. So I just kind of more focus on I'm more focused on the West Coast. This is West Coast because, like how Gil said from America, from Rodeo and Radio, he talked about it. Anyone here in the West Coast, we are the trendsetters because whatever we say, what we do, every state follows what we do. So we're the ones that people look to us.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Everybody could eat out here, man. It's not about who has the most listeners, who's the most popular. It's just content, man. Just listen to it, and if you're not for everybody, you know what I mean. And
Yeah.
if they don't like it, well then still respect to them and keep on pushing.
Yeah, I don't even worry about that. I'm so busy right now with my spending time with my family, my work, and just stay in my lane and just the podcast. Like I don't know if you know, but I think you've seen it. Me, they there's a well-known legit magazine called Socialist Los Angeles Magazine, and
How
they
did you get on that, bro? You were one of the
top two. There's a top 25. This is like for all of LA, all of OC, all of IE. So they rated my podcast number 2 best podcast of all that area.
No shit, man. That's dope. But you drop a lot of content, bro. How many podcasts a week do you drop?
Well, because of my work. Back then I used to drop like 10, but now because back then a lot of these episodes were pre-recorded, so there was a time where it's like, hey, Megaman, why are you doing an episode about this? And this happened like 2 months ago. So I would just push it out content every, whatever week. So now that I have about maybe 13 episodes, but they're pre-recorded. I'm dropping maybe one, maybe two, a week. It really depends, but I have to because the reason why I'm busy because I'm going to take about 3 to 4 months off. So I still have another 16 more podcasts I have to do, another 9 guest appearances and all. So if you kind of do the math, if I have 13 episodes and I'm doing another 16, that's pretty much in a way, it's almost 30 episodes I have in my archive, my library. So if I'm putting out maybe 2 episodes a week, that's 2 in a week, times that by 4 in a month, that's 8. Pretty much in a way, that's 8 episodes in a month. That's pretty much in a way, that's kind of more like almost 5 months worth of material.
Yeah, that's dope, man. You just drop in the recording. It's like Tupac, man. Just dropping and dropping and dropping, bro.
That's the only thing. You gotta get out there. You gotta stay consistent. You gotta have episodes. You gotta stay original. You gotta promote. You gotta tag. It's like 24/7 for, and that's for you, and that's to stay relevant. For other podcasters, I always tell them, look, man, if you're gonna take a break, you better have some episodes. But they take 5 or 6 months off, and now they're asking me for help. Be like, Megaman, like, can you help me out? So what's up, man? I just fell off. I don't know what to do now. I'm kind of more like being more rusty. And it's like, that's on you. I mean, podcast people take mental breaks because now they're realizing it's the grind.
Yeah, it's like that's why I started. People were asking us for a while, hey man, when you guys getting on YouTube? When you guys getting on YouTube? That's why I uploaded. I'm still uploading some more interviews to YouTube, and I'm like, I always wonder like, why am I even gonna upload to YouTube? But bro, YouTube, even if it's just audio, it has a huge platform because a lot of people, I'm not trying to say they're not savvy, but they don't know where to go find our show. So like, oh, fuck it. We're just going to go on YouTube and look it up. And there it is. Because I myself do that. I listen to audio on YouTube, even if it doesn't have video. So YouTube is a big platform, man. And eventually I want to get the whole catalog up on YouTube and maybe even do a YouTube show, something. But it just, I'm still working on it,
Mhm.
uploading, and just people want it, man.
Yeah, but to me, I think with YouTube it's cool, but at the same time, if I do videos, I already know whatever I say, it might be taken down. So I know YouTube is very censored. So with if I'm gonna have like do like video appearances, like any videos that I do, is it, I'm not gonna put it on YouTube. You have to go watch it on Spotify.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Musk has to buy YouTube now. So it's no more censorship.
So it'd be Spotify is the only that's Spotify is the only like so platform that you can say what you want to say without being taken down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because a lot of I've had, or they try to hit you with that copyright. You know what I mean? Hey, man, when you edit your podcast shows, do you do all the editing yourself?
Yep. So what I always do is because I don't do 3 hours or whatever, I pretty much basically make it simple for me. Because I've been doing podcasts so much, I don't need to do 2 or 3 hours. It just really depends. So usually I do two segments, like 30. I do one for like 40 minutes, and the other one I do about 25 minutes. And I just edit, just to put everything together. And I always tell the guests, just to let you know, when you do this podcast, whatever you say, I'm not going to edit anything out. I'm just going to say what I'm going to say. So the only thing I do when I edit is only put the music on in the beginning, middle, and end. And I leave the conversation how it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's dope. What app do you use? People ask, they wonder what do you use for your podcast to
I
record your
use
podcast?
I just use Anchor. Anchor
Yeah,
is
right here, man.
I use Anchor. That's the only thing, and that's what I do. And a lot of people, it's like, oh, you could do Podbean, but there's little hiccups here with Podbean. You got to have your episode ready to put on Podbean, but slowly, since Anchor got bought out and it's merged with Spotify, they're trying to reach out to a lot of platforms. Like I want to put my stuff on SoundCloud, but I'm not going to be paying $20 a month just to put one episode out.
Yeah, no, that's where I started with on Anchor, but it was kind of giving me a lot of problems. Like it would freeze up, it would drop, and GPN was actually the one that put me up on Zoom, and Zoom is the same thing.
You
And
know what? Zooms is a little iffy because a lot of people ask me, "Hey, Mega Man, how come you're not on Zoom?" I said, "Look, yeah, you're right. Zoom freezes up." So this is what I do. Let's say, for example, I'd be a guest on your podcast on Zoom. So with Zoom's a little different. It really depends on the Wi-Fi. If it's really good quality, I would say to you guys like, hey, if you're gonna ask me a question, ask me a question, and I'm gonna wait 2 seconds because there's a 2 second delay. Because if you keep on talking, there's gonna be too much over talking. Because I always notice that I always count one, two, or three. Then I'll start talking. So that's the thing. You have to out trick Zoom because pretty much in a way there's gonna be a second or two delay.
yeah, hey, my man Ricardo's asking for someone new. What is your podcast about, Mega Man? Mega Man, tell him what your podcast is about, bro.
So pretty much the way my podcast, I just interview people. It's just everything. I bring the who's. I also do solo talks. I do the Mega Man's life. It talks about my real life when I'm not doing podcasts. I do card talks. I'm gonna start doing beers of the week. I'm going to talk about maybe for 20 minutes of beer that you guys should be looking out for. I'm going to do an episode about Foods Gone Wild, the Bisto beer.
Oh yeah,
It's pretty fucking good.
is it really? I
Yeah.
haven't had the chance to try it, man.
Yeah, and I always tell like people who are who are trying to get into the craft beer game, when you get a new batch of beers, don't drink it that same day. Wait about a week. So I always tell people that wait about a week or two, and people are like, why? It's like going to a market. You're buying a banana and it's still green. It's not ripe yet. That's why I always tell people drink it 2 weeks after so it can get all its aroma, all its flavor and everything. So yeah, so that's where people sometimes when they buy a new batch of beer, they kind of like, oh, there's something kind of funny with that beer. And when they wait 2 weeks, but they drink it and it tastes way different.
Yeah, because like you said, man, if you eat a banana, bro, when it's green, you're about to get the shits, bro.
Hell yeah. So pretty much like with my podcast, I'm a storyteller. I interview people and stuff, but you never know what you're gonna get because with my podcast, I have a mixtures of anything. I like to keep people on their toes because sometimes in a way, okay, Megaman, like you interview this, what's next? So that's why I want to just kind of like spice it up, change it up, where it's like, okay. So that's why, because it's hard to stay original if you're a podcaster.
Yeah, and it's cool to talk about everything, man. Everything and anything, bro. Like everything going on. Like today, for instance, I was watching the news, Russia bombing. Like, fuck, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And you
Like
know
it's
what?
about to get ugly.
And I'm gonna start putting an episode out too, like Mega Man News of the Week, where I talk about everything what went on for the whole week and stuff, and so it could be like my news because pretty much in a way, a lot of people don't watch TV. Everyone hears podcasts or watch Netflix or watch YouTube.
Yeah, hey man, they got some good shows on Netflix coming out soon, man. About that doctor that used to work at what was it like at a fertilize
Okay,
eggs and all that shit, and all of a sudden this fool fathered over 100 kids and shit.
I'm trying to watch on Netflix. I think it's called The Perfect Game or whatever. It talks about the scandal from Bob Barker from The Price Is Right.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah,
want to
dude.
check that because this guy was winning everything. But the thing I found out about that documentary when he was little until back then, he was watching The Price Is Right. So he had a computer and they would always show the same refrigerator, the same car or this, whatever. And he was always numbering, okay, that price, that price, that price. So he was always going on Price Right, but never got selected till the time was right where and they showed the audience, he would tell the number, and no one would believe him. Like, how much for this? $1 or this? He would always get the exact number of that price right and everything. So when they told him, hey, so and so, come on down, he pretty much in a way, how often it's like a unicorn. This guy was getting the perfect numbers of the price, matching it up, and a lot of people were thinking, is this guy a cheater? How does he know all the prices and everything? And it was a big scandal because of that. It kind of messed up the Price Is Right because that's what they did that movie with it's called
Rain Man.
yeah, Rain Man, but it was the other one called The Quiz, pop
Yeah.
the one with the guy who played Hannibal, like and all that stuff. So that's what the game shows. They had to change it up because the guy who wrote The Price Is Right, he had a lot of game shows like The Family Feud. I'll buy that. I mean, there's so many game shows. What was the one he did a game show? The writer, it was that one with the whammy.
Oh yeah, I forgot the name of it.
That was my
Uh,
fucking show.
hey man, but now the prices right now. If they ask the price for that, I'd be like, what price you want? You want the retail price or you want the Amazon price?
That's a good one. That's a fucking good one.
What price you want, man? You want Amazon price or you want a retail price? Because I can go on Amazon and my man Bezos out there has it for way cheaper, bro. It's
Exactly.
ridiculous, man.
Exactly. That's a good idea if they had some show because you have to come up with a new concept and everything.
Bro, it's Amazon, bro. Amazon is no joke, man. It is
Fucking
no.
damn, man.
There's not one thing that I've looked up on Amazon that they don't sell, bro.
Well, they have everything. You can even buy podcasts like Roadcasters.
Yeah, they got everything. Steaks, whatever it is, man. They got it, bro.
Oh my god, man! They have everything that what you need. Like, just I bought some stuff for cheap and everything. I bought a rug. I mean, I used to go shop at Walmart, but sometimes it was kind of ghetto, or Target was too expensive. I would just go to Amazon and they would have it in a day or two. You know.
My man GPA say Walmart is like county jail.
All right, then, man. Well, I'm gonna let you go because I'm gonna go order some pizza because I forgot today is May the 4th. So I bought a 4 pack of some Dark Vader beers.
All right, man. Sounds good, bro. Hey, man. Before we take off, I want to send thanks to everybody that's been messaging the Dos Chunkies podcast. We're good. We're real busy with our lives right now, handling like everybody else is. Um, keep be back. Man, thank you for coming in, and thank you to everybody that tuned in to watch this live. If it's for 2 seconds, I want to thank every single one of you guys. And
Hell yeah, and let me know if you want to set something up for me to be a guest. Just let me know.
yeah, all right, man. Sounds good. All right, man. You take care.
I think I lost. All right, man.
All
Later,
right,
man.
bro. Later.